Seed starting tips. Hello, welcome to 77's Garden, where we talk about gardening, ways to save money, and other special events. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get notified of all upcoming videos. Today we're going to talk about seed starting tips and some of the important things you have to take into considerations when starting seeds. Usually you want to start your seeds say between 6 to 10 weeks before the last frost date, so that way you can start get a good result on your garden. The first thing you need is seeds. You can buy seeds from the store like these. You can get seeds, a variety of seeds from the store, or you can get seeds from by saving seeds from the previous year. Saving seeds from the previous year is going to help you, one, by getting much better seeds, and two, you don't have to spend money buying new seeds. So always try to save seeds. But if you cannot save seeds, you can also get seeds from your local stores, local garden centers, and even online they have a huge variety and huge selection of seeds too online. I'll see if I can put a link below some great seed locations and seed stores that you can get your seeds. But you need very good seeds to be able to start getting good seedlings and be able to start growing in your garden. So once you have your seeds, then we're gonna talk about the other important things that you need. One, you need a good container for the seeds to grow in. So usually you can get a 36 cell container, or you can get a 72 cell container, or you can get use any other container that you have. But one important factor you want to make sure that it has a good depth, so that the roots have space for them to go into it and be able to do well. So you want to make sure that you if you're creating your own container, I usually create my own container. You can use that to get a good depth to your container. Also, you want to get a container that's self-watering. That way you don't have to water every day, and the container can the seedlings can absorb as much water as the one from the bottom of the container, and it's self-watering in that sense. So that way you don't have to worry about watering it every day. It has a reservoir at the bottom where you can just fill in the reservoir, and it absorbs and it maintains that moisture in the container. So you can get those, or you can make your own container. I have a couple of videos that shows you how you can make your own self-watering container, or you can just buy containers and use them for your seed starting. You can get a greenhouse container that it also maintains a certain amount of moisture in the container, so that one improves seeds germination and seed growth. Another important thing we have to talk about is seed starting mix. You want to get a good mix. You cannot just get a soil from outside or get a potting mix and start your seeds with. You want to get good seed starting mix. Seed starting mix is mostly made of either perlite or cocoa mix and some other organic materials that's very light, so that the roots can easily penetrate and the seeds can easily germinate and do well. So you want to make sure that you get seed starting mix that's gonna help the seeds germinate and start doing well. If you use regular soil outside, it's not gonna do well, and it's also gonna bring in a lot of insects or fungi and other diseases that you don't want to have in your seed starting mix. So once you have your seed starting mix, you can buy your seed starting mix, or you can make your own seed starting mix. I make my own seed starting mix. It's much cheaper that way, and most often is you use I use 60% peat moss, 40% organic soil or compost, and also perlite. So I have a couple of videos that show you how to make your own seed starting mix. I'll put those in the description below. So once you have your own seed starting mix, you want to pack it into your cell. You want to pack the seed starting mix into your container, and once you pack it into your container, you can then start planting your seeds. And also just make sure that you follow the instructions. If you buy the seeds, you want to make sure you follow the planting instructions from the seeds, because some seeds do well if you plant them artificially on top, and some do much better if you plant them deep into the seed starting mix or into the soil. So just make sure you follow the direction of the seeds in planting your seeds. And some seeds might take a longer period to germinate than others, and that's why you have to read the instructions and plant the seeds as within the time frame that's provided to help you get a better result. Some seeds like pepper seeds take a lot longer to germinate and grow compared to tomatoes. So you want to make sure that if you're planting like pepper, you want to plant it at least 10 weeks before the last frost date in your area, so that way it takes that much time for the pepper to grow and to germinate and grow and be able to for you to transplant it. Some seeds need light. They need a more full spectrum light. They need additional light, especially if you're doing it indoors. They need those full spectrum lights for them to be able to flourish and for them to be able to do much better. So you want to make sure that you provide, if you're growing indoors, you want to make sure you provide more artificial light for the plants to do well. And they have specially made lights for those you want to use those full spectrum lights. That's going to provide as much light as possible. Another important factor in seed starting is the watering. You want to make sure that once you have your seeds and you have everything growing, you want to make sure that it maintains a certain level of moisture, and that's why you want to have a container that has a reservoir at the bottom. Especially if you're new and if you don't have time to check it every day, you want to make sure that it has a reservoir at the bottom where you can easily fill it up and just let it go. You can go for a week. You don't have to water it, because it's gonna continuously absorb water from the reservoir, and it's gonna continuously provide enough water for the seedlings. You don't want to let it dry also, because if the seedlings are too dry, or the seed starting mix is too dry, it's not gonna germinate. So you want to make sure it maintains a certain level of moisture in the container for the seedlings to germinate and do well. Timing, we already talked about timing. Just make sure that you plant it within the time frame that's good for your planting season and for your area. Some like I said, some do much better in warmer temperatures than others. So most seeds, they do well, or they germinate very fast in temperatures of like from 75 to like 90 degrees. They germinate very fast. You can also try different methods of germinating. If you're already late in planting your seeds or starting your seeds, you can use a fast germination method. I have a couple of videos that shows how you can germinate your seeds much faster and get starting in your seed starting process. I'll put the link for those in the description, and then you can it's gonna help you catch up a little bit in terms of germinating your seeds fast and then transplanting it, and being able to get a good garden towards the beginning of the growing season. You have your seedlings, and then you can just transplant them and be able to start gardening. So those are some of the main tips that you need when starting your seeds. You just want to make sure that you follow these and try to maintain the moisture in the environment. It's gonna help the seeds do much better. Speaking about the temperature for seed germination, the heat mat like this, you need a heat mat like this. This helps maintain the temperature between 80 and 90 degrees, so that the seeds can germinate a lot faster and the seedlings can do much better. So if you intend to grow, start your seeds and do it indoors, you need a heat mat like this. This will help you maintain that temperature and give you a much better result. Okay, that is it for today. I hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, please smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel out and it helps other people see the channel. So please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to share. Sharing is caring, right? So if you like the video, somebody else you know might also like the video. It might also help somebody else that's growing or starting the seeds. It might also help somebody else. So please share the video. Okay, thanks for watching. Happy growing, everybody.